Hello, and welcome back to Terraforming Mars Solo Challenge. You know the deal. We're here. Tharsis has been improved. No cities. What is it? Tharsis and Inventrix. I think we just played Inventrix, but hey, if there's something that that works with us here, wouldn't that be cool? Standard tech, development center. I mean, maybe. Like, I could see some value in some early algae, but like, I don't really want to do that. Because what would I do? I'd have to like standard tech, buy an ocean, and then get algae, and then spend the next like 5 generations waiting to do something. But hey, it's a benefit to Inventrix, okay? Like, there's some actual benefit here. So like maybe we just do it. You just don't worry about it. You go for the algae turn 1, and we see what happens. We definitely want Ocean Walk up there in the corner. And then we got not an ocean card. Okay. Standard project and ocean. Turn 1 algae. And then we already have an energy income, so I don't need to buy fuel generators to enable development center next turn. So let's just chill out. We can put our greenery down here next turn, get a bunch of plants and money. Jovian builds are cool, but I'm not going to chase it this game. Let's go for this. Cash back. Ocean Walk, you know how it is. We get the development center, and we draw a card. Okay, now I need another energy production, right? I think I get this energy production, and then it's just a question of like, I could do a mining expedition and then use the steel to pay for the carbonate. So I think that makes enough sense just because we're at that break point. That now we have a little bit of extra, basically everything. And yeah, slowly the plants will come in and we can get another greenery. Convoy from Europa, AI Central, sure. Sure, I'm down with those cards. It's going to be really hard to play them because our economy is so weak. It's so weak to the point where adapted lichen actually makes sense in a weird way. Until we get an energy tag to get to fusion power. I think it does. I mean, if we have the oceans down, we have the greens coming in, that like a little bit more plant income isn't a greenery next turn, but it will certainly speed up everything else. Mars University is really helpful. I shouldn't need anything else, but adaptation technology always has meme potential, right? Going plus or minus 4 steps is kind of massive. So let's give that a shot. If I play Convoy from Europa this turn, though, I can get the greenery this turn. So just for the sake of like a little bit of like tempo, let's get some TR. Optimal arrow braking. Oh my god. What a pickup. That would have been really great to have just a moment ago. I certainly don't want asteroid mining. I'm not going that kind of Jovian style. We ended up getting satellites and some heat, space event stuff for microbes. Interesting. So here we are at the end of Gen 4. We have a little bit of TR, but a -1 and like no metals. Like, we are well below average at this point. We are actually in like kind of the bottom, 25 percentile, 80 IQ, like not really much income. We do have some cool effects in standard project for helping us like potentially just win the game if we have enough money at the end of the game, but we don't have much money, so that's pretty weak. In terms of terraforming, 3 and 1 in terms of heat and energy is quite low. Being at 3 plant is kind of strong, and we've already got half the oceans, so like fine. But I don't know, considering how much we have, we're in a pretty weak spot. Our biggest saving grace is optimal arrow braking and maybe adaptation technology if we get something cool. But at this point, like kelp farming, let's say, I can already get it. 4 oceans plus 2 is 6. Like, it's not that bad. So I'm not really sure what stands out for adaptation technology. we certainly need the heat to go up. The heat is not going up, but optimal arrow braking will help us do that. So overall, we're below average with some upside, some card cycle from Mars University. Advanced alloys is pretty big, even if we have like no metals coming in. Cartel is nothing to us. Permafrost extraction is probably not worth grabbing, just for the sake of tempo. So we get our heat bump, we get our card draw. The card draw is pretty nice. And then yeah, optimal arrow braking makes sense to me. And then what we can do with that is start getting some money back with cards like imported GHG. But reasonably, like, I feel like I need to go chase some metal production or an Earth office to go with anti-grav. Okay, well that's certainly interesting, isn't it? And now advanced alloys has even more upside because we could get some events that will work for us. Another discount card, love that. Energy and heat production, that is an Earth tag. Don't mind if I do. So Earth office, and then there's the energy income. That actually is a second energy tag, so we can chase the science tag attached to fusion power now. In terms of science tags though, right? Like 1, 2, 3, 4 in hand. We only need to play 3 of them, but we're at -3 income. So yeah, not sure how to feel about it. I'm really concerned about tempo here. So I'm not going to pick any of this up. Even though a lot of that was good, like Catapult to make some money, it's already Gen 7. Like Search for Life to get some card cycles. I already have the science that I need. And now we're going to start playing some science tags with the hopes of cycling into a card that's worthwhile. I just got rid of one of my metal production cards. That was, like, I meant to do land claim. Oopsie. And then I think AI Central makes the most sense, because if we have discounts and rebates and stuff, then more cards means more opportunities for those discounts. And there's Kelp Farming. Mythical card that it is. Satellites has not been relevant to us, but hey, there's always next year. Media Group. Now we're cooking with gas. So draw some cards, and one science tag unlocks anti-gravity. I'm a fan of several. Like fusion power for some energy is nice, but natural preserve could get us like some steel pickups or an ocean. Reasonably, I think the steel pickup is the best. 2 metals, both worth some income. Both are cool. I'm not sure what to get rid of here. Now it's anti-grav. What did we just pick up? What did we just pick up? It must be Cupola. We had Noctis. Now we have Cupola. Alright, anti-grav. I don't really want Cupola City. I already have a city. If it comes down to it, we'll be fine. And then this gen. Let's get another card cycle, perhaps, with fusion power and using some of our metals. I don't know how I feel about Colonizer Training Camp. It's 2 points, which is really strong. But I'm worried about like actually terraforming the planet. I think I'm going to get rid of adaptation technology. Even though it's kind of memey, it's just not that valuable to us right now. And yeah, I mean, here we are. We have protected habitats. That's not so good. I mean, being at -2 money production and 26 TR is not that hot. Metals from Underground City could be cool. Sabotage breaks even, but I don't want to even buy the card and play it. Just not in the mood. So draw a card, do some stuff. Big Asteroid is nice. Mineral Deposit is nicer. So Media Group gets played. Turn around. Mineral Deposit gets played. So far, so good. That's a bunch of steel, all right, that we have right now that can go towards the underground city, which is worth $6 worth of metal production every round. And then here's kind of the tricky thing is I think kelp farming has to be played. I almost, like, really sad that we didn't get it last gen. And now we're in a situation where I can sell a card to play a card, but I don't really want to sell a card. Because I was thinking, ooh, we could play shuttles, but maybe I'll just play the Great Dam. We'll get that point. We'll get some energy coming in. That energy can turn into heat like 2 times, so it's like half a heat bump. All right, nitrogen rich works for us really well right now. If I just had the money to play it, which I don't, but we can grab mining area, building industries, and everything else for the sake of trying to get as much metal production as possible. We do also have the opportunity here to play a reservoir for titanium, which is interesting. Titanium's worth quite a bit to us. If we could have played, if I had been smarter, I could have put this greenery here and then put the mine down next door. Is there a way for us to get 3 plants? I don't see it. I'm going to be greedy, though. We'll grab this colonizer training camp. Oh, I should have drawn my cards. Drawn my cards. Well, I think we just play Shuttle Space Station, no? Right, you overspend for a mining area, you take that mining area, you put the steel into like building industries, that's like a ton of metal. You take these titaniums, you get a discount. We could grab this discount. Sure, and then you can get sold and I can buy satellites. So protected hubs, unplayable card. Satellites at least gives us 4 income twice, so we spend $4 to get 8 back. That can help. That can help. Viral enhancers. I don't know that that's the best, but we can take it. We have birds. Fuel factory, we only have 1 production, but hired raiders, if we can get some building tags worth playing. Ecological zone. Okay, look, here's the thing. Big asteroid, like, you gotta go first, right? Like, there's no way that the big asteroid getting us 4 titanium back and all of our rebates on events isn't, like, the play. Then, nitrogen rich, we actually have enough for this. So this is, boom, $1 billion plant income. The heat back is just driving us forward. And then I don't know what you do. I don't know what you do. We have 1 production left. Artificial Lake is a card we can play. I'm a big fan of that, actually. And we can play Noctis City, right? So, like, just a lot of humming and hawing. Like, part of me is like, oh, you put the city over here. There's a bunch of plants. Don't worry about getting the money. Worry about getting the plants. So, let's do that. Quantum Extractor. Would have not been nice just a moment ago. Hired raiders, we get money back on the events, and we're getting steel that's worth just a tremendous amount. Noctis City. That's really nice. Now, ecological zone. Not seeing as much payout for you. But I could get a greenery, and that greenery would get me a heat bump if I just play this. So, this one simple trick. Do I want a plant or some steel or neither? Some money? I don't know. I think I'll just grab the plant and some ocean adjacency. And with that, we're basically going into the last gen. I don't see exactly what we can do, but we won't have enough. Oh, I should have sold cards to get the energy after all. I was thinking, oh, why do I want energy? It won't even make it into heat. Well, I have water splitting plant, so I could have used it, certainly. Instead now, we're hoping for some space events. We didn't get space events. We need some oceans. But no. We just have low production this whole game. So even like having a standard project at the end to try and get us some of those last oceans or something just doesn't hit well, you know? Because like now I'm like, okay, you buy an ocean, great, and like then you put the greenery in the pocket. Wow, it's so great. Eos Chasma, not for the animal, don't worry about it. You know, then you grab another plant. Yeah, even if we played one of these events, we wouldn't have what we need. We don't have a placement that can go down at the solar, like the South Pole. We don't have that space event to get us 2 microbes onto Regolith Eaters. And we can't pick up enough plants. So we buy an aquifer here for the card. Earth Catapult, perfect. We can have a 1,000,000 discount. And now I actually don't have an ocean left to pick up this heat. I was like, oh, well, if we pick up this heat now, maybe. And the answer to that is no. Like, you can't. So now it's greenery here. Sell 14 cards that you can't play. Virus is worth playing. We actually make money and get a plant out of it. So then we buy greenery here. Immigrant City, lovely. No reason not to play. I mean, come on, I mean, if we're here, we could just play the Immigrant City, you know, and like that would give us some. I wonder, am I allowed to play this year? It says -6. Is it -6? I thought it was -8. It is -6. Oh. Well, I don't need that. I didn't have a placement, and now I do. And that doesn't matter either. We'll grab the birds. At least the birds enhances for an extra animal. We could have gotten some things in a different order after all, but with only 16 points on cards, I don't know, man. Can we get 1 of 3? We didn't terraform the planet. We didn't get 63 TR. And with only 16 points on cards, we only get 95. I'm going to chalk this up to low productivity. Like, going Inventrix and gutting out algae or something, like, it's just not enough engine. Like, plants are too slow. They're just too slow. Even with the oceans down and some ocean walking, it just is too damn slow. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next time. Ciao for now.